We have now surrendered that powerful deterrent. The new strategy prevents America from building any more nuclear weapons or using our nuclear deterrence to defend our allies against a massive conventional attack. Apparently, the President believes that if America stops its weapons production program, the Iranians and the North Koreans will follow suit. And while the President works to limit America's freedom of action, the Iranian mullahs are making steady progress towards acquiring a nuclear weapon. The President likes to say he's doing everything possible to prevent that from happening. Well, that is just about as convincing as all of those deadlines that have been put on the Iranian government and ignored again and again and again. In this administration's dealings with Iran, the deadlines are meaningless, the sanctions worthless, and the speech is pointless. Our best hope surely lies with the Iranian people themselves. They have courageously demonstrated and stood up for the cause of freedom. But even then, even during those mass protests, President Obama offered almost no support or solidarity. He seemed much more concerned with whether the mullahs in Iran would be offended by his action. But as always, with the policies of appeasement, he ended up losing the respect of everybody, both the oppressed and the oppressors. Ultimately, the only way that diplomacy will succeed in ridding Iran of its nuclear weapons program is if the Iranians know that the Americans will use military force if the diplomacy fails. Now, today, they surely do not believe that. Today, we've watched as people offer them carrots and enticements without recognizing that there is nothing that the international community can offer the Iranians that's worth more to them than a nuclear weapon. And every time we talk about imposing watered-down sanctions, you need to remember that we're just buying time for the Iranians. The dangers grow to us and our allies in every hour that we waste. Iran watches as this administration answers their threats with weakness, confusion, and self-serving lectures that put down America and diminish our achievements. Now, that kind of talk, it could win you a Nobel Prize. But it dishonors this nation and the brave men and women who have fought and died for our freedom. Here, with America's security in the balance, Republicans and Democrats and independents should speak with one voice to this administration. President Obama, stop apologizing for this great nation and start defending her.